Hey, Carl, Hackamania is 2.5 weeks away from today, bro.
That's pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to it.
Dude, I am already there in my mind.
Yeah? What are you doing while you're there?
Oh, dude. I don't know. Bothering people.
You
awkwardly staring at the showgirls that walk around Fremont Street, making them uncomfortable.
All you do is wander around. I swear to God, every time we go to Vegas with you, I just find you like 8 hours later. I'm like, where you been? You're like, oh, I walked all the way to the Strip and then all the way to the airport, and then I came back here. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, man.
Well, it's fun. That city's insane. There's lunatics running around. There's nothing better than people watching in Vegas, baby.
That is true.
And if anybody wants to come people watch with me, I'm probably just watching you.
Right. Yes, he will walk right away from you if you try to hang out with him. Like, all right, creep, get away from me.
Oh, buddy. But I'm really excited because we got some announcements about this today.
Yes.
The big one is that the pay-per-view is on sale.
Yes. Now, there are people, believe it or not, who want to be there and can't be, or for whatever reason, won't be. Guess what? You could still watch all of the shows. You watch the Creep Off live. You can watch NLO. Who are these podcasts? Jim and Them, Tukey Soup, This Little Piggy. They'll all be the comedy show. It'll all be broadcast pay-per-view. You can watch it from your lovely and comfortable home.
Hey, that's one more stand-up pay-per-view that I'll be doing that Stuttering John hasn't.
That's true.
Okay, kids, I'm ready to start the show. Hackamania.com, promo code CREEP, 10% off. Giddy up, Carl.
You're listening to the Carl Network.
If you're a kid, don't get on here, okay? See, that's how you do a disclaimer. Okay? You tell the kids to get out the fuck off the damn page.
Attention parents, what you're about to see is not suitable for kids. Shoot, it's not even suitable for some grown-ups. You might want to walk away now if you ain't into these type of things.
I'm going to give the people what they want. Sensation, horror, shock.
I'm going to deliver the goods because I'm alive and I'm not backing down.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
That ain't funny.
Disgusting, vomit-inducing thing.
Hola, creepos. Welcome to another episode of your favorite true crime podcast, the show about creeps by creeps for you creeps. I'm your host. My name is Vinnie, and joining me today in studio, as always, my arch nemesis. It's hot, Carl.
What is happening, Vinnie Paulino? You're going down today, bitch.
Whoa.
Going down.
This aggressive out of the gate?
You introduced me as your arch nemesis, so I figured to play into it.
Oh, well, let me tell you something, Carl.
When I get into the ring and creep off a mania.
Oh, it's Creepomania, baby.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
Trademarked Vinnie Paulino.
How's it going, buddy?
I'm okay. Happy Monday, bro.
Happy Monday.
Hackamania is sneaking up on us 2 weeks away. Unbelievable. I spent some time this weekend working on the live show, and I'm very happy to tell you that next week we're gonna have a special guest on the show. We don't do guests very often. He's not gonna stay for a long time.
We'll see. I mean, I don't have a lot of confidence in this guy showing up.
That's probably accurate, but we will be announcing who our special guest referee is for the competition part of our live show.
Excellent.
Next Monday. But, Carl, this week we have another competition to get to. Why don't you explain the rules to everybody, especially if there's some new folks listening?
Of course, the Creep Off is a true crime show, but it's also a contest. And Vinny and I compete each week to find the biggest creep in a certain category. Today, we're trying to find the biggest creep from Pakistan. Because it's like Pakistan Day or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's what Alex said. Today is like the day they became a country and they celebrate it.
Right. Our producer, Alex, let us know that it's Pakistan Day. We went, all right, whatever. Let's do that. So what we do is we try to find the biggest creep. We present who we think the biggest creep is. You all listen and watch the presentations. Then you go to patreon.com/thecreepoff and vote for who you thought brought the bigger creep. Those votes are tallied up throughout the week. And then on Monday, we come back live at 1 p.m. on the Creep Off and Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channels. And we have our results girl tally those votes and tell us who won. Whoever won gets a point. And when one person gets to 5 points, they win the round. The other person has to spin the dreaded wheel of consequences. It is currently tied 3-3. This is a big one.
That's right, Carl. One of us is going on to game point this week.
That's correct.
So we're going to find out. And to let us know, a special guest results girl today.
Hell yeah.
There she is, everybody. It's Mahalia.
Hello, hello. Glad to be here filling in today.
Well, we're glad to have you here. We are going to see you, of course, live in Las Vegas. You'll be joining us for the show. And today you're here to tell us who won last week's competition and who is the biggest creep in Ireland.
This is true. I am here to announce game point for somebody. Coming in with a whopping 64% of the vote.
Oh, come on.
Carl's creep, Drunky McGee. Drunky McGee is the biggest creep in Ireland and honestly, quite possibly the world.
That is correct. Thank you very much. Wow. All right, first, I want to thank all the people who believed in me all along. I know we went through some rough patches there for a while, but you stuck with the Cuzzaroos, and I appreciate you. I want to thank my parents for not raising me well at all and totally neglecting to give a shit. I want to thank them. I want to thank the Academy, of course.
You're not there yet. You got another week to go.
I know. I have to celebrate when I win these, though, Mahalia. It doesn't happen all that often. It's very exciting.
I'm very, very, very disappointed in this result, but I will live to fight another day because today's category is going to be a fun one. We're doing the biggest creep in Pakistan today, like we said.
There are some creeps over there in Pakistan. Wow. We did a little special on India not too long ago.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Indians. So you got to imagine that, a certain percentage of them are going to be real creepy. Pakistan, not as many, but boy, the creeps do shine over there.
That is true. Now, Mahalia, you have a special job title here at the Creep Off, and your job title is the Keeper of the Consequences.
I thought you were going to say Fluffer. No? Okay.
What?
Not the fluffer, no.
Dude, you want to change your job? You don't want to be the fluffer anymore?
She put it in an application. I don't know. I didn't know if she got it or not, but I assumed.
Identity theft. That was not me.
Well, now I'm a little nervous that Carl's on 4. I'm a little upset. But you're the Keeper of the Consequences, and Hackamania is coming up. And as per tradition, we always do a consequence right there at Hackamania. Whoever wins that show, it is a one-off.
Yes.
So the winner that night, the winner in the room is the winner, wins all, and that's it. So do we have any more suggestions from our listeners?
We do have a few. Yes, we do. And people are getting creative here. So we have from Hilario de Jesus. Loser has to wear an anal tail and kilt on stage.
Jesus Christ.
Does it have to be worn properly? Because if I could pin it to my jacket, that's fine.
Not specified, but as Keeper of the Consequences, I think it does have to be worn properly.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to show us how.
There's KY at all the different shops in the casino. You're fine.
We could go over to that Hogs and Heifers place. I'm sure they have a barrel full of it. Now, that's awful. Whoever suggested that, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's debased and disgusting.
We also have from Alex. He wants this to be known as the Creep Off Sticky Icky. Loser has to wear a Speedo on stage, but it doesn't stop there. They then must rub peanut butter and honey and marshmallow fluff all over their body, hair, beard, and perform the live show, henceforth known as the Sticky Icky.
Yeah, that seems realistic. That's definitely something that we're
all we need is a kiddie pool and a couple jars of peanut butter.
Jesus Christ. Can someone come up with something that's like the last 2 years I've had to wear a t-shirt that says I'm gay? Can we get something closer to that realm as aside from Speedos and marshmallow fluff? The fuck?
I'll bring the supplies. I'll bring the supplies as Keeper of the Consequences.
Well, it's good to know she's got us covered.
Yeah, it's great.
But there is something to that, Carl. What if we did this? The t-shirt thing is a lot of fun, but one of the interesting things about Fremont Street, where we're going to be, is they have those fun little circles there. How do we get a circle, Mahalia? How do we get one of those homeless people bum circles, bum apartments, they call them?
I think, honestly, you just walk up and claim it. If someone's there, you push them out. You have a little contest performance.
you know, you're a local. We expect you to have some info for us. That's why we have the correspondence piece. But no, you have to rent those out days in advance, and you don't really know.
I have it reserved for you. You act like I'm not coming prepared. I got the peanut butter, honey, marshmallows. I got the circle reserved.
Oh, we got to do it in the circle.
We're ready for you in Vegas. We're ready for you.
I might make a few bucks at this.
I know. We can put on a tip jar. That'd be hysterical.
Yes, I might make a few bucks.
Okay. Midnight at the circle. Whatever. We got to find out what time we get the circle for. That's actually really fucking funny.
I was going to say 9 a.m.
9 a.m. at the circle.
We want a bigger crowd, though. We want to have a bigger audience.
All right.
How long
later in the day? How long to stand out there?
This performance art.
Well, I think you get the circle for 2 hours at a time.
So you're good with standing out there for 2 hours?
Well, yeah, I'll be applying all of the stuff. You know, first I change into my Speedo.
Sure.
Then I have to apply all the stuff out of me. I love how it's just assumed I'm going to lose. This fucking sucks, by the way. What am I signing up for? I'm not doing any of this.
Well,
you're signing up for the Creep Off live on stage.
All right.
I was gonna say let the listeners pick a T-shirt and stand in the circle, but Mahalia's like, no, we're gonna get the peanut butter, we're gonna get the fucking cream cheese.
Loser wears a Speedo. It's been submitted. These are from the fans. This is not me. I'm just reporting the idea submissions, and the listeners
Vinnie?
are not disappointing.
I just realized something.
What's that?
Our fans are assholes.
Oh, you got it now.
Yeah, I just realized that. Why do we let them dictate anything that we do? What are we thinking with that?
Maybe we should just decide on our own.
Yeah, it seems like a really bad idea.
Kitchen tea party at Hackamania, everybody. Kitchen tea party. It'll be so much fun.
That's perfect. All right. Well, keep sending in the consequence ideas to Mahalia. creepoffconsequenceideas@gmail.com.
Yeah, we got to figure this out pretty quick because we got it's coming up on us. So we got to make sure we are prepared and ready to go. Do you prepare, Carl?
Do you prepare?
Mahalia, where can everybody find you?
People can follow me at Mahalia on Instagram and keep sending those ideas in. I've been having fun with this and looking forward to seeing you all live here in Las Vegas.
That's right. The place to send your consequence ideas. It's really difficult. creepoffconsequenceideas@gmail.com. It goes right to Mahalia. Our fat, greasy fingers stay off of it. All right, Mahalia, we'll see you next week. Take it easy. Bye. Get out of here. Get. All right. Now,
she brought some good news today. I appreciate her.
Whatever.
She's great.
Do
you know today is Super Chat Monday?
I do remember that. In fact, a couple people are celebrating. Our pal Bettinger5910 became a YouTube member.
Thank you.
Then our pal Labyrinth Mystic gave out a podcast, Who Are These Podcast membership.
Which is fantastic. Thank you, Labyrinth Mystic. I don't know how he's funding all of these shows. I see him everywhere. And look at that. Gifting 5 the Creep Off channel memberships.
Boom. Enjoy those people.
Yeah, we do bonus episodes every Friday at noon Eastern, and they stay up there for you.
Carl, the cop cam we watched on Friday, haunted me.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? I would not have brought that to the show proper. That ended in tragedy.
I'll tell you, I've had a conversation with like 3 people just randomly because it's popped into my head. I was just having a 5-mile gaze. They're like, what are you thinking about, Vinny? Well, let me tell you how this cop really fucked up one day.
Yeah, I brought that to a few people as well. It's definitely stuck with me.
Yeah. Here's some good news, Carl. Preacher Bill's been a member for 5 months. He says, this show is helping with my stroke recovery. I can almost move my hand to turn it off.
Well, Preacher Bill, Godspeed, buddy.
Feel better,
Thanks
buddy.
for watching.
The Black Cast can fuck right off. Member for 6 months. Vote for Carl, mostly because Vinny said my cop cam would be boring. But also worth mentioning, WATB is Wednesday at 1 p.m. this week. Promo code BEARS.
Yeah, special day this week for WATB, Wednesday at 1.
And Joseph Cowan, member for 7 months. Will Carl or Vinny perform their own fluffernutter? I don't know what that means, sir.
I'm not sure about that.
And then Levy first came in with $2. I thought Corey Feldman canceled Hackamania. He's trying.
He's trying. Well, there's going to be that big protest outside. Good to see you, Bob Levy.
Is Corey Feldman coming to protest for reals?
No.
Because that'd be fun.
Corey Feldman doesn't follow through on anything, and he doesn't want to be anywhere near Jim and them. He's afraid of them.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Hackamania is going to be fun.
It's going to be great. I can't wait for it. It's going to be so fun. If you're still not on the fence about it, just buy your ticket, get your airfare, come on out. We're going to have a blast.
Now, here's something that's really important, Carl.
Yeah.
Super tips.
Yeah, supertip.gg/creep.
That's right.
No
Creep.
S at the end, just one creep, single creep.
That's right. And last week we missed 2 because they came in after the show ended. So I'm going to hit them real quick.
All right.
If I made a few more mistakes, I would look exactly like Ethan Ralph. See you in Vegas, creepos.
That's a good observation, actually. It's a pretty good observation.
And then our pal Kim Boley, thank you so much for the $10. And sorry we missed this last week. She said, see you in Hackamania, boys.
See you there, Kim. Come up and say hi.
And then our pal Hunter Duke came in.
Let me tell you, brother, Chad sucks so bad. Once he said he joined Feldman's protest, Corey backed out. Vote Vinnie and vote often. See you boys in Vegas.
Yeah, I didn't see the tweet, but I guess Chad tried to get in on that.
Did he really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, Carl, I think it's time to start a competition. It's been 20 minutes of banter.
Yep, let's go.
Ring that bell.
All right, my biggest creep from Pakistan is actually a pair of brothers, Muhammad Arif Ali and Muhammad Farman Ali. And they were arrested in April of 2014 after neighbors complained about a dead body stench wafting from their home in Darya Khan in Punjab province.
Okay, so they had a smelly house in Pakistan.
Yeah, so the cops said Ali admitted to boiling a toddler's body. They found a 3-year-old's head.
Uh-huh.
And he said, yeah, we boiled this toddler's body into a curry.
Uh-huh.
My brother and I did that.
Mm-hmm.
They dug the child from a grave in a nearby cemetery.
Right.
During the initial interrogation, Arif has admitted they chopped the body and cooked it into a curry. The brothers were arrested back in 2011 after police said they dug up a woman's body and cooked it into a meat curry. See, this all started when a 24-year-old woman died of throat cancer and was buried by her relatives.
Okay.
All right. The next morning, some of the women of the family wanted to go back and visit the grave.
Sure.
That they had just buried this 24-year-old.
Right.
And they found out that it had been dug up. They're like, what the fuck happened here?
Uh-oh.
The dead woman's brother was horrified, discovered the body was gone, called the local elders, and the local elders called the police, which they should have done in the first place, but apparently you got to go to the elders first
before you can bother the police. It's a whole chain of command thing.
It is, yes. It's very weird. Do you want to pull up the photo of these two guys? I'm sorry, I should have told you to show the fine folks. These are the brothers right here in custody being taken away. There's another photo. Yeah, good looking guys. Right?
Better looking than I would have guessed for fucking corpse cannibals.
So going back to that 2011 arrest, in an interview with the BBC last year, the lead investigator said, in the middle of the room, I saw a cooking pot, which was half full of meat curry. Nearby was a wooden board, a butcher's axe, and a large kitchen knife. Bits of fat clung to the board and the blade and the axe.
Okay, well, you don't clean your kitchen all the time.
No, I know. It's an ongoing process. It still gives me the creeps. They had chopped off one of the legs below the knee and the other one near the shin. The rest of the body was intact. The curry was made from those parts. So they're just eating calves of this lady, just getting started. They still got the rest of the body just sitting there. There was a trail of ants going up to where the body was, which is how they figured out which room it was in.
That's how they figured out which end to start with.
That's not great.
Oh, God.
So during their arrest back in 2011, the brothers told police they'd been digging up bodies for years. The two men had dug up more than 100 corpses from the local graveyard and then eaten them. So how do you start doing something like that, Vinny, is the question. So these guys are both married and had children. They seem to be like kind of normal guys, right? Well, their wives...
You got to feed them somehow.
Their wives both left them because they would beat them and lock them in the house when they went out. So the wives were like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm done with this.
Mm-hmm.
But the Ali brothers had been in touch with a local sorcerer who locals caught stealing a body from a grave years earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And that sorcerer, by the way, disappeared as sorcerers tend to do.
Yeah, well, in a puff of smoke, right?
Something like that. So they were hanging out with the sorcerer who was teaching them about digging up bodies. And it turns out that the sorcerer let him know that they had written certain verses of the Quran in reverse as a way of casting a spell on their neighbors.
Oh.
And he said in order for the spell to be effective, the brothers had to remain unclean and eat human flesh. So this was something they were doing in order to cast the spell on their neighbors and keep it going.
Oh, so they were just like doing like normal Wiccan stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Normal Wiccan stuff. Correct. The men were
probably
jailed,
a little out of candles too.
The men in 2011 were jailed for 2 years after admitting they cut up and ate this woman's lower limbs. They were sentenced under the law of a desecration of the grave because in Pakistan, there is no law related to cannibalism. So that's why they only got 2 years. They were released in May of 2013. It sparked protests in the town. They're like, what, these two fucking goofballs? These two silly billies digging up graves and eating people. What, these two guys out free again? And sure enough, they go right back at it, digging up toddlers and making curry. So that's why I think the biggest creep in Pakistan are these two cannibals.
Okay, that's pretty good. But I got to be honest with you. It doesn't look like they're very good at it. They're pretty fucking skinny.
Dude, they were in jail for 2 years. They couldn't eat. By the way, they refused to eat the food in jail. They didn't like it.
It was too fresh.
Fucking assholes.
Well, Carl, there is something way more disgusting than eating corpses.
All right.
I want to introduce you to this guy. His name is Mohammed Riaz. And he moved to Karachi, Pakistan as a teenager and got a job working at this place. You see, apparently the graveyard business is a big business in Pakistan.
Dude. All right. I'll let you do your presentation, but at the end of this, can we conclude that like cemeteries can just go away now? We're done with them?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about that at the end of my presentation. Because there is a problem with corpses in Pakistan. They're getting up, moving to America, and podcasting with Stuttering John.
I noticed that.
I'm telling you. Now, this guy got a job working there, just watering the plants. So they see all those plants on the caskets there?
Beautiful.
His job was to landscape and water all of those. So he took this job, and he was working there for his first year. He met this guy named Wazir, and he trained Muhammad how to dig graves and do that part of the job. So Wazir dies, and Muhammad jumps up. He's like, I'll take his job.
Cool.
And so now he's got a good gig. He's
the
grave digger at this place. And for years, he's left to his own devices. But then the managers of the cemetery started getting a little suspicious of him. You see, it was taking him a little bit longer to bury people than it would normally take him.
Oh, he's a lazy bones?
Well, they were thinking that he was like taking the time to like loot and steal from the bodies.
Oh, okay.
So they thought that Muhammad was like just looking for things to steal, but obviously the families did that before they ever got to the cemetery.
Can I just put this out there?
Sure.
Because I'll probably die before a lot of my relatives.
Yeah.
When you do bury me, can you take the money and drugs out of my pockets, please? I don't want people looting my corpse.
Well, I'm taking one of your feet. I'm going to stuff and mount it as a trophy, a victory trophy.
It should go right back.
If I survive, if I out-survive you, oh, that's going on the mantle.
Yeah.
It's a genuine Karl foot.
I am signing off on this right now. It's officially.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. It's my trophy. So we're going to have to put it in resin. It's going to smell. So they think that the guy's like stealing from the place, right? So they go, you know what, pal? You're not the grave digger anymore. We're demoting you. You're back to garden work. So he's a little pissed off, and they hire like a crew of people that are now in charge of digging the graves. And he's like resentful of it. And they see him one day with the shovel filling in a grave. And they're like, yo, Muhammad, what the fuck, bro? You're not supposed to be doing that. You need to go water those plants. He sees them, gets saucer-eyed, and runs the fuck out of the cemetery. And they don't see him again.
Okay, good.
He
good
just
riddance.
disappeared because they caught him digging shoveling dirt back on a grave.
I will tell you, once you demote someone at a job, it's best to find a way to just get rid of them because it's not going to go better. If you saw what happened at the Tonight Show with John Melendez, you know, sometimes you demote someone, you demote them, they don't get the hint. They stick around. You're like, we're going to keep paying you less money. You still want to be here? You're like, yep. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, this guy's definitely more proactive than Stuttering John.
Everyone is.
So, a couple weeks later,
Rocco Orby, you cannot have my teeth. Vinny gets a foot. That's all I'm giving right now.
I take a foot. The man wants a tooth.
Rocco Orby, if you give me a 20, maybe I could think about giving you a couple of my teeth.
Yo, we'll crack him out of his head with a hammer after he's dead.
Give me a 20. Or before I'm dead.
That'll be a delight. I'm sure a doctor's going to get involved in some point. Like when you start turning into that picture from the Simpsons episode when Lisa needs braces, when the teeth actually start coming through the side of your face and you have to get doctors involved. We could auction off a couple of those suckers, buddy.
It's fun.
Yeah, that'll be a nice time for anybody. So the guys at the cemetery are working one day a few weeks later, and kind of on the horizon, they see Muhammad jump out of a grave, just pop up, and he sees them and takes off running as fast as he can. So what do they naturally do? They start chasing him. And then not only are they chasing him, people on the street see that there's a good old foot chase in Pakistan. So they start chasing him too. Then the cops see what's going on and the cops start chasing him. Eventually they have to pull an angry mob off of this guy who are kicking the shit out of him.
Okay.
They don't even know what he did.
Right.
So they take him to the police station, and the cops go back to the cemetery to figure out what the fuck was going on here. They get to the grave that he was at, and guess what they found? A naked from the waist down corpse with a lubed up vagina.
Oh, he brought lube.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to get a dead woman wet.
So it turns out.
Well, although he was the guy watering the plants. Anyway, yeah, go on.
So it turns out Muhammad was quite the coxman.
Yeah.
For about 8 years, whenever he saw a corpse that he found attractive, he would lube it up and fuck it before he buried it.
So that's why it was taking him so long. He's no two-pump chump.
Nope.
He was having his way with these things.
And they don't even embalm them over there, Carl.
Oh. Interesting.
Those are ripe fucking corpses.
Oh. It's a dried out. All right.
Yeah. I'd rather eat it than fuck it.
I know you would, Vinny. By the way, can someone please get that as an ISO for me? that really is the story of your life.
I'd rather eat it than
well, that's perfect.
Well, how do you think I got married?
That's gross.
It turns out Muhammad tried to claim that his old boss Wazir told him that this was the job.
Right.
He's like, I was trained and told that I was supposed to fuck these corpses before I buried them.
I can imagine like bitching about the pay. And then you got to negotiate like, oh, well, there's other perks aside from just the compensation package. I mean, if you want to fuck a few of them, I'll look the other way.
I have to wonder why he volunteered so quickly for the job.
Yeah.
But, you know, Wazir was an older guy and they don't think that they can't prove that Wazir was doing any of this shit. They know this guy was. It turns out hundreds of bodies this guy fucked.
Can I ask you a question, Vinny?
Yeah.
How would you feel if someone fucked your corpse? How would you feel about that?
Dead. I would feel dead. I would feel nothing.
Yeah.
How do I feel about that thought of it?
Yeah.
Flattered.
Yeah, me too. I kind of think it'd be funny, especially if people are just like, so this guy who hosted the creep off. Listen to happened with him after he died.
I went balls deep in that fucking asshole.
Wait, you're the one who did it? Oh, that's even funnier. All right, yeah.
Could you have reburied him instead of leaving him there for the animals to get? That would have been nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
But Carl, after this was 2011 that they caught this guy. This became a national thing, and it turns out they started reselling these. This was a thing that they stopped doing, but they started selling locks.
What the fuck?
For your daughter's casket.
Like it's a bodega.
Lock up your daughters, everybody.
Wow.
The gravediggers might be around.
Holy shit. Joke's on you. I'm going to go in through the side.
Right. I mean, you just dig around it.
That's not real.
Yes,
that can't be
real.
That is real. My daughter's pretty hot, so can we get one of those doors, please?
Yeah. And leave it to these ghouls who own cemeteries. That's a business, bro. They're like, hey, you want one of the locks?
That's
so
true.
Nobody's going to fuck your daughter.
That's a good point. We could also put a ring cam on it if you'd like and get alerted when someone's checking her out.
What is it going to be? $1 billion Pakistani dollars with a ring cam? Get out of here. So, long story short, he was charged under various sections of the Pakistani Penal Code, including offenses against burial places. Just ended up paying a fine for this, Carl, because there's no law against fucking corpses in Pakistan.
There you go. There's no laws against cannibalism. There's no laws against fucking corpses. It's like these dead people have no rights at all or something.
It's like they're just gone and they're pieces of meat to do with as you please or as you find them.
Interesting.
And yeah, he just he's out and free, wandering the streets right now. So that's my creep this week.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
Mohammed Riaz.
I think both of our creeps are not a threat to anyone, right? They only like dead people. Both of our creeps are just interested in dead people. So in that, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, as long as you don't leave the stinky meat in your abode so that the neighbors are smelling it.
Don't fuck people's corpses.
Vote for Carl, patreon.com/thecreepoff.
Can we just dissect this for a second? Because I want to throw out a thought to you.
Dissect.
You saw what I did.
I did.
Okay. You live in a country where food isn't always the best and easiest thing to get.
Sure.
I understand eating corpses more than I understand fucking them.
So we've already established this, Vinny. I know. You like eating. You like food. You'll try anything.
I'm just saying, like, a case could be made for being hungry and wanting to have like an evil spell on your neighbors.
Would you? All right.
Versus just being a horny and seeing a dead corpse and being like, yeah.
Would you eat a thigh sandwich if that sandwich had pickles on it?
Oh no.
See?
Oh no, I'd rather starve.
See, that's the thing that turns you off.
I wouldn't even eat it after the pickles were on if they took the pickles off.
Just as long as the pickles are on there at some point, you're passing on that.
Yep.
What about just like a spicy mustard?
Oh, delish.
Yeah.
Long pig. You ever had a long pig thigh sandwich?
No.
Oh, me neither. But, we'll go overseas one of these days. They'll catch you.
This is going to be a tough one, but figure out who brought the bigger creep and vote at our
Patreon.com.
You don't have to be a Patreon member to vote. And vote one time, please. Vote once. That's all.
Once is plenty. That's all we ask.
That's all we ask. All right. This isn't the United States presidency. Just vote one time.
That is true. Now, Carl,
yeah.
Before we get to your cop cam, let's hit up a couple of these because we got a bunch of people weighing in. Labyrinth Mystic, going to be light this week, losing bigot craps on Saturday.
No, Labyrinth Mystic, we can't have that out of you. Although every time he says he's not going to spend a lot of money, we see a lot of money coming in. So thank you, buddy.
Yeah, prove us wrong.
We're going to see Labyrinth Mystic in Vegas.
Tuki's unpaid staff, thanks for the $2. So Carl's creep solved world hunger.
Basically.
Good point. Rocco Orb 2002, thanks for the $2. Curry flavored baby back ribs. Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Baby back ribs. I get it.
Eb Nye, 5191 member for 2 months, said the actual worshippers of Kali in the 1980s Indian government prevented Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom filming in India.
I think they also just saw that it wasn't going to be as good as Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they went, really? This is the sequel? You guys sure about this?
There's not Nazis. You're just going to make fun of our priest.
Yeah. It was also kind of a prequel, which back then they're like, this prequel thing's not going to work out.
Rocco Orb 2002, thanks for the $5. Vinnie's Mohammed was simply emulating Tom Petty in the video from Mary Jane's Last Dance.
That's true.
Which is a great song.
And a great video.
Yeah. Kim Basinger's hot as shit in that. What's the problem?
Carl.
You vote for Vinnie, kids. Ebony 5191, legal cannibalism, legal necrophilia, and you guys are holding Hackamania in Vegas, not Pakistan. Buzz Killingtons or what?
All right, next year I'm going to talk to Melton, see if we can get it moved.
Solid point. And all right, Carl, I think I know what time it is.
I can't wait to see Carl's cop cam. Fight with the cops for no reason. Will you please show me Carl's cop cam? Lose all your rights, ruin your life.
It really is just dawning, what a country full of ghouls Pakistan really is.
It really is. It's fun, though. We had a lot to choose from, I'll be honest. I had a couple other ones picked out before I picked the cannibals.
Yeah, I didn't see those guys. I might have picked them, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm still sticking with my hand here. Carl, this is going to be a good cop cam. I am super excited to see this because it's a celebrity, right?
So normally I get cop cam suggestions, and I appreciate everyone who sends those in. Continue to send those in. This one's all me, baby, because I saw over the weekend that the body cam footage from Justin Timberlake's arrest has been released. They tried to block it. So basically, Justin Timberlake's attorneys said the harm from public exposure, stigma, harassment, reputational injury, and the permanent loss of privacy is immediate and irreparable.
Yeah, that's just about the sexy back video.
Right. So yeah, they had negotiations between the Grammy winner and the town of Sag Harbor. And the parties settled on Friday, March 20th to share a redacted version of the body cam footage with the public. There's 12 hours of this. This is 12 hours long. And what they've released is about 22 minutes of what we're going to be able to see.
Are there going to be multiple editions of this possibly?
Well, no, because they
more
settled.
Gets released?
I'm telling you, they settled for this redacted version of it.
Okay.
Because it does suck for Justin Timberlake that this came out, but the fact that he really fought hard for it not to come out is what made everyone want to watch it. This has millions of views already.
I believe this is what they call the Streisand effect.
It's very good, Vinny. Vinny learned something new.
I sure did.
My number 00 is when he's first getting pulled over because he's running stop signs and swerving a bit.
Okay.
How long are you renting it for?
Just for a couple of days.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on a world tour.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain.
I'm on the phone with my cop friend. Do you know him?
A world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
You have a license with you?
Yeah, I do.
So either this cop doesn't give a fuck or doesn't know who Justin Timberlake is.
To be fair, the last couple times I've seen him, he looks kind of a little older, a little more like a dad.
I know. Honestly, I'm a little surprised how the police handled this. I'll be honest with you. Right there, he's like, I'm on a world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake. I'm like, all right, man, is there someone who can come pick you up? You know what I mean?
Call your tour manager. Call
Right.
somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
I want some tickets for my wife, for my kid.
Oh, this field sobriety is embarrassing. So he's trying to just be like cool with everyone at first. Because, listen, we all came to fall in love with Justin Timberlake. None of us gave a shit when he was in sync. Then he started doing his solo stuff. We didn't care. And then it turned out he's a funny fucking guy. He's great on SNL. We appreciate him. So, he's got a likable personality. I think he's putting that to use here in my clip 1.
You're going to be clicking your heels, arms by your side. Just wait until I have you go.
Like this?
Arms by your side. So it's going to look like this.
Sorry,
arms by your side.
I've never done this, so I'm just...
Just mimic him. It's going to be arms by your side, just like that, while you're doing it.
Perfect. Okay.
Your eyes are going to be looking at your toes
Okay.
as you take each step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Once you get to your 9th step, like I demonstrated, your lead foot's going to stay planted, and you're going to take a series of small steps around, followed by 9 heel-to-toe steps back. Okay?
And then jazz fingers.
As you walk, you're going to be counting those steps out loud, looking at your toes. Arms by your side the whole way.
I didn't even fucking catch what he just told him to
Left foot
do.
on the line. Okay. Right foot in front of your left. You got to stay like that, and then
just like this.
It's going to look like that. We'll start, okay? We'll start.
He's going to tell you when you're supposed to begin. He just
Oh,
wants you.
I'm sorry.
You're all
I'm
good.
sorry.
He just wants you to be in position. He's going to basically tell you when to go. Okay.
So I'm going to have you get in position, and then I'm going to say you may begin. I got you.
3,
Left foot
2,
on the line.
1, 1. Turn kick, turn kick.
Right foot in front of your left.
Ready?
Then you may begin.
And then just...
Oh,
Here,
you wish you had to do over
ready?
there, don't
I'm a
you?
little nervous.
Left.
Just-
Right foot in front. You're going to look down.
I got to say, this is very confusing. I think you picked up on this as well. After the officers explaining it, there seemed to be way too many words to explain what this is. And that if you just said, listen, I need you to Harlem shake into a stanky leg with a pivot turn, pop and lock into Gangnam style, just be like, yeah, okay, I can do that. That's no problem. But this guy with his, stare at your toes, count to 9, pivot on one foot. It's like, none of these are dance moves, sir.
That's a good point.
I'm not following any of this. That was my clip 2, right?
Yeah.
We skipped 1. That's fine. We don't have to play 1. Number 3. Now he's just like pleading with these officers because he's not following any of this. He is wasted.
1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9,
Guys.
followed by a series of small steps around. 1, 2,
Are we going backwards?
3, all the way up to 9 back. This is going to be heel to toe, so you're going to be clicking.
Wait, are
your
you playing
heels as
1
you go.
now?
Arms by your
No, buddy. These are labeled very okay. I just played number 3 like you just told me to.
Okay, great. Keep it going.
side. While you're doing this, you're going to look
Guys.
down at your toes.
Guys, I'm just following my friends back to my house. I'm not I'm not doing anything. I'm just
Okay.
following my friends back to my house.
Will you do these tests?
Sure.
Okay. Like I explained, it's been 9 heel steps.
So it seems like I'm going backwards. No, he's making him explain this over and over again because Justin's not picking up on this. And what happened right there, that was guys, can we figure this out another way? That was one of those, we could obviously figure this out. Like, how much do you guys need or what do we got to do to just not go through this? Because this is ridiculous. Clip 4, he's a little nervous being out there.
Carl, I think that's the one we just played. I think it's twice.
Is it?
Yeah. Let's go to number 5, one-legged stand. How does that sound?
He's bad at this.
I think we'll be good from there.
While holding this position, count aloud 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, and so on until you hit a stop.
Sorry,
When you do this test,
Sorry, my heart is racing.
when you do this test, keep your eyes on your raised foot. Count aloud by 1,000s. Keep your arms at your sides, and if you touch toes, if your foot touches the ground, if you lose balance, whatever, just bring it right back up. Okay. Continue.
So,
Similar to that, yep. Always by your side, and then let me know when you're ready. So you put your foot down, and then we'll start.
Okay. So this guy stinks at giving directions. I got to say, he'd be terrible at Simon Says if he had this officer.
Yeah, this guy's the directions are not clear.
It's very confusing. He is reading them from a script. Like, you don't have this memorized. Like, yeah, stand on one foot and stare at your other foot. Like, count by 1,000. Why is it so difficult? Anyway, so now we see S.T. Stanley show up.
Who's S.T. Stanley?
S.T. Stanley is a stylist turned designer.
Oh, good. That'll help.
Good friends with Justin and his lovely wife. And she's who was hanging out with Justin this evening. So she walks up, and I think you're going to pick up on what she's putting down here, even though the cop does not.
Hi, are you with Justin? Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're doing a couple tests on him, okay?
Help us.
What's up?
Help.
You need help?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. We're just doing a couple of tests on him. I need you to hang it over here just so you don't interfere with him, okay?
Vinny.
That was pretty smooth, though.
You're picking up on this, right? She's just like, come on.
Help us?
Justin Timberlake. You can help us out, right? You're cool. You're one of the cool ones, right?
Yeah, she should have just winked, and I think you would have gotten it. But you also have to be very careful with fucking cops, because you say the wrong fucking thing, they have another charge on you.
Bribing them is frowned upon.
That wouldn't be a bribe, I don't think, because there was not a clear cut, hey, I'll do this for you if you do this. It was like that was a beg for leniency.
Correct.
With a wink.
But what I'm saying is
implying that maybe there'll be something for you down the road.
Right. What I'm saying is you can bribe your server, you can bribe the bartender, can't bribe cops for whatever reason. It's frowned upon in this country. Later, she goes on to just say, like, can I just drive him home? Like, she thinks that this is ridiculous. She's like, it's fine. He doesn't drive anymore. I'll drive him. I'm fine.
See, that's make everybody's life easy, officer.
Well,
don't ruin Justin's marriage.
The opposite of easy. My clip number 7, Justin's having a hard time with this.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. That's all good. Right. By the way, these are like really hard tests.
It's not the LSAT. This is hard.
Yeah, these are really hard tests. At the C-best. I guess to stand on 1 foot and count. He's just like, guys, I don't know who's gonna be able to pull this shit off. It's like, dude, you dance around counting every night. You're on a world tour. Why is this difficult?
I can't wait for him to talk to his lawyers when he's just like, I tried smiling at them. I told them who I was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so funny. So ST is again going to try to plead with them in my next clip here.
ST kind of rules so far.
What's happening?
We have to make sure that your friend here is okay to drive.
Can I just drive?
Well, he was already operating a vehicle, so we need to make sure that he's okay. He wasn't operating a vehicle under any kind of impairment.
Got it.
That's all. If he's all good,
can I charge my phone? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can go into the vehicle. That's perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Get the empty bottles out of there, ST.
Here's the moment of truth. Going on. He failed those field sobriety tests like a motherfucker.
Put your hands behind your sexy back.
I see what you did there.
Come on. Come on. I've been waiting this whole time to do it. Come on.
Well done. Well done.
Come
sir. So my clip 9, she can't believe this is happening. She's been watching all of this and she's like, wait, you guys are really arresting Justin Timberlake right now? For real?
That's unbelievable.
So no, you're fine. So at this point,
I know my hair sucks here, but like I usually look good.
So at this point, he's coming with us. Okay.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, why?
He's being arrested for intoxicated.
Stop it.
DWI. Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Don't say it.
Yes. He's coming back with us. Okay. So you're okay to drive. Okay. I don't see any. Your eyes look perfectly fine. Your speech isn't slurred.
You're arresting Justin Timberlake right now?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yes.
Why?
He was driving drunk.
He wasn't.
He failed every single one of our tests. So
what do you mean?
So she is a terrible negotiator, I have to say.
Maybe if your hair looked better,
right,
I would listen to you.
Yeah, she's a little long in the tooth. You know, could have gotten a younger, hotter chick to plead with the police officers.
Oh my God! If your wife was here, this would not be a problem.
That's true. Oh, Miss Beal, did you want to drive home? Of course, yes. Justin, have a great night, sir. Can we follow you? Make sure you get home okay.
Oh shit!
All right, so she can't believe it. Now, ST decides, all right, I'll go talk to the other cop. Maybe he'll be more reasonable. So she tries this again, my next clip.
And then he's arranged for the morning.
Unfortunately not.
And then,
guys,
and then he'll be released.
What happened?
I stopped him based on observations.
What was he
traffic
doing?
infractions.
Tell me what happened.
He was unable to maintain his lane, but I'm not going to continue. We're going to get him back, okay? I'm not going to.
This is a private matter with us and him. I don't want to say it doesn't concern you because I don't want to be rude. However, it is a matter between us and him.
Can I talk to him real quick?
No, not anymore. No, he's in our custody now. Okay. So he said, I talked to him just now. You're going to take the car home. Okay.
Okay. So she really wants to go talk to Justin. I don't know what her game plan is. And they're like, no, he's in our custody now. We're not doing that. But these police officers are also like, I mean, it is Justin Timberlake, so I guess we'll make an exception. And it's funny how she tries to manipulate the cops in my clip number 11.
Okay.
There has to be a moment of talking.
No, not anymore.
Please help me.
Not anymore.
Hold on.
Okay.
So
Hold on.
this is the registration of the vehicle. Just make sure it stays with the vehicle, okay?
I have his phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you guys please just do me a favor because you loved bye or
I'm
like
happy-
sexy back?
so-
Like,
I'm
do
happy-
me one favor. Let me ask him if he wants me to give him his phone.
Yeah. I mean,
This is
that's-
insane.
So it's not going to be a long thing. I'll let you walk up real quick.
Please.
Okay. So she convinces them. Now, I have to
She
tell you,
seems sober to you?
I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that. They're out together, so probably not.
Yeah. Like the cops, the way she's talking doesn't seem like she's.
These cops don't care about bye. You should have said dick in a box. The cops, that's the dick in the box guy? Holy shit. My bad. I didn't even realize.
You got to know your audience, ST.
You got to know your audience on this one.
Not everybody's a Bravo wine drunk like you.
Right. So then she does go and talk to Justin, and I don't know that this helped out in any way. My clip 12.
You guys, come on.
No, Mr.
No, just let me drive him
No,
home.
Mr. Timberlake, do you want your phone in our custody or not? To release to you when you're out? Yes or no?
Guys, why?
Mr. Timberlake, yes or no?
You can keep the phone down.
You can keep the phone. Okay,
All right.
come on.
Step back from the car, please.
Let me just ask
Step
you,
back from the car.
why are
Thank
you
you.
arresting me? Like,
Justin's so out of it. He still doesn't understand what's going on. He's wasted. So then, Vinny, have you seen this yet? He's back at the precinct. Have you seen these videos at all?
No.
Okay, cool. He's not happy with the police in my clip 13.
All right.
You are intoxicated.
okay.
So you were under arrest for DWI. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, awesome. All we're asking is if you understand what was just read to you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Perfect.
Well, I'm not real fond of you either right now, Mr. Timberlake, but if you can count me some tickets when you're at MSG, that'd be great.
Wow. I hate you.
I
Way
hate
to
you.
go, Justin.
Well, so then he decides a different tact, and he decides to be nice to the guys and plead his case in my clip 14.
It's just standard protocol.
Gotcha. I appreciate you boys for doing your job, man.
I appreciate that you understand that we got to do
Yeah,
our
I
thing.
appreciate you boys for doing your job. I had one martini and I followed my fucking friends home. I appreciate you boys for doing your job. Yeah.
Sure you do.
What kind of martini do you think it was? You think it was maybe an espresso martini? don't
I think it
know.
was 10 martinis, Carl.
I think it was a couple martinis that he had. He's pretty drunk.
Where is the lawyers? How is that ST lady not on the phone with a lawyer?
Dude, I don't know if I have it in the clip package, but at a certain point, they're like, Justin, if you want to call your lawyer now, you get a phone call. And he's so out of it. He's just like,
wow.
Yeah, he's too out of it to even communicate with anyone. But I was glad to see, because I like Justin Timberlake because I think he's a funny guy. And in my clip 15, he's back to joking around with the cops, which is great.
White? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man.
I mean, have you seen his moves? You can't say he's a white guy. Come on. It's fun.
I don't know what to make of this guy.
One more clip, clip 16. This is when he finds out that he ain't going nowhere.
So you're being held for the night, and then in the morning is the arraignment. So in the morning, usually around 9:30.
Being held all night?
It might not be this one. You might be over at the other one, and they actually have blankets for you.
You guys are wild, man.
And again, like I said, you can make a phone call if you would like. The attorney and things like that, you're allowed to call right now if you wish, or you can call later.
Yeah, at any point you want to make a phone call, let us know.
Yeah.
Right.
You are entitled to have phone calls.
So that's how things conclude. And he ended up pleading guilty to DWAI, driving while ability impaired, which is a lesser offense than driving under the influence DUI. And so he did plead guilty to that.
Do we know if he ended up with taking a breathalyzer?
No, he refused it. They
Okay.
asked him multiple times.
Well, you could afford a chauffeur, so no worries.
Yes. Oh, so that is the smart move because he would have blown a big number. I have a feeling.
Big buddy, big buddy, big buddy.
Justin, don't come after me, buddy. That's my observation. It's my humble opinion.
Carl said you drink and drive all the time.
I did not say that.
He said it to me right before the show.
I heard Stuttering John was saying that about Justin Timberlake, but I certainly did not.
Oh, yeah. He says it a lot. He opens up every show with it.
I'm kidding, of course. I'm kidding. Don't add that to any documents.
It's slander.
Stop adding that to documents right now. It's a joke, Vegas Beard Sales, Jerry. Shut up.
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. See you in a couple weeks.
Carl.
Yes, sir.
You know what time it is?
Yeah, voicemails.
Certainly is.
The Creep Off voicemail segment is brought to you by the City of Syracuse. Although I haven't seen it myself, Afro Man's suit sure seems like something that would be at the Syracuse Mall. See you in Syracuse.
That was a pretty gaudy suit.
That was the word I was going to say, too. Yeah, a little over the top.
Yeah.
On that one. Oh, someone in the chat asked if he didn't do the breathalyzer, why didn't he take the blood test? He did refuse that as well. They did ask him to take a blood test.
Well, Carl, we have bad parents who listen to this show because someone left this message.
Vinnie, Winnie, Carl, Sink.
What the fuck? Was that Vic, our first review girl? Is that who that was?
Vic. We were asking where she was last week, and there she is. One more time.
Vinnie, Winnie, Carl, Sink.
Yeah, good point, kid.
Vinny Spinny, kid. Get it right.
Our buddy Ronnie in Syracuse checking in, Carl.
Hey, Ronnie in Syracuse. I got to tell you, I'm a cousin-roo for life.
Nice.
But boy, Carl, you really messed up last week. You brought Lisa Boswell, and Danny calls you out correctly. She did a great job. I hate to give all this credit to Mr. Paulino, but you can't bring a woman that was a man when all the crimes were committed and slide that one by the goalie. So, bad job, Carl. You got to do better, man. Don't call me back.
Hey, Ronnie.
Fuck you!
I deserved to win that one, and you all know it. Danny's not getting a Christmas card from me this year. I'll be honest.
Oh no! Hold on, I want to make.
I have one for us here.
Go ahead.
Hey, this message is for the Creep Off. I doubt you use it because it's super old, but the Vanilla Ice clip is actually their song goes din 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 din, and ours goes. Din, 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 din. And then he talks about how that little makes it the world of difference. Anyway, that's it.
All right. Thank you for clarifying that.
Solid.
I didn't get it right.
Here's another pile-on for you.
Great.
Hey, Smoke Bay calling back to pile in on Carl Moore. Carl, why did you bring Lisa Boswell when her actual crime was like an episode of SpongeBob? How is that fucking creepy, dude? It was an episode of SpongeBob. Don't you remember the panty raid? I can't believe they got away with that shit back in the day, man. Cartoons used to be fucking lit. Anyways, shout out Paco.
All right.
By the way, Lisa was sentenced to life in prison after that. I mean, you guys are acting like it was no big deal.
She was sentenced to life in prison, but that was probably for her own safety.
And then she got beat up a lot in prison.
Yeah, for her own safety.
Right.
Hey, boys. Podcast Prophet here. Holy Spirit is speaking through me. I was in bed with my lady last night. She said if I turn the light bulb off, she'd take it in the bum. Looking back, I probably should have let the bulb cool first. Anywho, hey, man, I've been a patron, Patreon, whatever you want to call it, for more than 2 years. I never got a fucking mug. I mean, I moved. I don't think you sent it to the wrong place, though, because my other landlord was a good person and would have let me know that a package came for me. So I think you're lagging on the rewards there, boys. Also, Vinny, your Irishman was not really a creep. He was just a fucking psychotic asshole. Looks like it's going to be game point for Carl next week.
Okay, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Well, number one.
Talk to me. What's going on?
If you didn't get your mug, shoot me a message on that, man, and I'll check in with Patreon because they do the fulfillment on those things, and I want to make sure you get it.
Yeah, you should get a mug.
Yeah, buddy. If you're a creepomaniac, bro, absolutely. Now, as far as my creep last week, he threw his brother's corpse that he stabbed 107 times out the window at the cops.
Here we go. Relitigating it.
He's not just an asshole. He's more than that.
Moving on.
Hey, this is the real podcast prophet here.
Oh, that other guy was
the
a fake.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit are speaking through me. Do not believe that heretic that called in last week. My long and joining voicemail included a bad joke from Keanu and nonsensical rambling. It should have been blatantly obvious. I also happen to be a male nurse, and it's well known that IV potassium burns your veins, so either dilute it with IV fluids or just eat a banana, you pussy. Fuck you, bye.
Interesting. Do you remember that guy last week who was upset with the nurse?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have male nurses that listen to this show.
That's scary. I mean, it is a show by creeps for creeps, so.
I'm not real comfortable with that, Carl, but I guess that's all right. Now, folks, I just want to remind you that if you'd like to leave us a voicemail, you call 585-371-8108. I don't put that enough out there for you. Feel free to leave us a voicemail. And if Carl, you need to report him, that is the number, 585-371-8108. Let us know what he's done to you. Serious calls only, people.
Damn it, what didn't Danny do?
Carl, I think it's time for one of my absolute favorite times of the week. You ready to go?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Scum Parade, take me on a raid of these fuck charades that these creeps have made. Scum Parade, Vinny and Carl gonna tell you about some fuck shit. Scum Parade, like stories of a kid fucked by his mom or dad, soaking up the blood of a cat. Scum Parade.
Carl, I want to introduce you to Stephen King.
Yeah, not the Stephen King you're thinking of.
Definitely not the one you're thinking of. This one,
cease and desist as Stephen King, the author.
This one's actually a good director, so that's good. That's interesting.
This one has more moderate political views, for real.
So this Stephen King posted on an equestrian group on Facebook, in different parts of the country, mind you, asking if anyone had a stable that he could rent out for a photo shoot. Only one woman responded, and was then sent alarming messages by the 27-year-old for quite a while, Carl. In August 2024, he sent an image of his junk with a pink chastity belt, and then started sending in requests for her to dominate him in the stable, put a bridle on him, make him pick up the horse poop.
And her response to this was nay. Yeah, by the way, you can't escalate to picking up horse poop that quickly. You got to like gain some trust, do some other things first. That's the problem with this guy. He put it all out there too quickly.
Yeah, he started sending pictures of sex toys, said he wanted to be the lady's bitch. He also sent pictures of himself wearing bondage gear. Then the prosecutors added, he said he wanted to be put in a bridle, and they got more explicit as time goes on. After he sent the photo, she tried to steer him towards other groups. She was like, listen, you fucking sick pervert. There's more people out there like you. Go find them and leave me alone, which I think is the sane, reasonable thing to do in a situation like that. Point them in another direction.
See, guys do creepy shit like this all day, every day. Just that some guys are better at it. Like, you can't freak someone out this much so they go to the cops.
Yeah. It turns out the chastity photo is what did it.
Yeah.
Because his dick was kind of hanging out in that one.
Dude, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
The woman said that after seeing his junk, it caused alarm and distress, which if a woman ever said that seeing my dick caused alarm and distress, I'd be very proud of. It's never happened and it never will.
A woman would have to see it first.
Pity would be the word.
A woman who says, bless his heart. So
I usually get this sound. Aw.
They say he's going to a therapist, at least his lawyers do, and that it's going well for him. But the pre-sentencing report said he's no risk to children, and that his employment, he works as an IT consultant, works from home, and provides IT services for schools.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. But he has no access to the kids, they said. So, whatever. Whatever.
Unless they're having computer problems, which never happens.
Yeah.
This woman also said that her daughter has access to her devices or something where he's sending in these fucking things. It's just like,
oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Get out of here with that bullshit. Keep your fucking devices out of your kids' hands then.
So he's basically getting probation for this. He's got to go to 20 rehab sessions.
Okay.
And he has to pay £1,000 in compensation to the women for having to look at his junk and shit.
Yeah, he won't pay that.
Yeah.
Don't pay that. You don't have to.
Sex offenders register for 5 years.
Okay.
So
just really talked about cleaning up horse shit.
No,
All
he
right.
sent dick pictures.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he did send dick
You're
pics.
not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Carl, let's move on to this gentleman who looks like every middle-aged open micer I've ever seen in my life.
He actually looks like Lisa Boswell pre-transition.
Oh, Lord.
It's a Robert Boswell lookalike right there.
Might be, but this is Dr. Timothy.
Guess what? Guess what?
Hey, guess what? I'm a
Guess
doctor. I'm a doctor.
You need sexual healing? I'll do that. I'm gonna heal you sexually. hey, Helga. Guess what?
What?
I'm a sexual healer, Helga.
I was a sexual healer once back in Vietnam.
We got to recreate this show. Let's get some wigs.
Dude,
That's the consequence idea.
That's not a consequence. That's a joy.
All right, let's do that.
I would really enjoy doing
No one else is doing that reality show. Trainwreck TV. We need to do it.
Just you and me do a whole episode of Trainwreck TV.
Yes. We'll recreate the set. We'll get a green screen, whatever.
That'd be
We'll
a fun
recreate the whole
bonus
thing.
episode one day.
That'd be fun.
Hey, speaking of bonus episodes real fast, was texting with Dick earlier. Coming up in April, the next Weight Watchers.
Oh, excellent.
It's happening this month.
We're on the
kids.
calendar. Excellent.
We are. We'll talk about that after me and you and get a date settled. So basically there was an investigation into this sexual healing doctor. That's what they said, a sexual health doctor. And apparently he was accused of abusing his position to inappropriately touch patients' penises and secretly record intimate examinations. Apparently they described this guy as having a unhealthy fixation on penises.
Yeah, but don't you want to be passionate about his job? Wouldn't it be weird if he didn't like penises?
I guess.
Right?
Well, you don't have to like them to know how to work on them.
I know, but if you're going to pick this as your profession, something you do most of your time.
Well, I mean, if you're a doctor, you know, it might be one of those specialties where they just needed somebody and you're like, I'll get the paycheck.
I'm just saying.
Whip it out.
I'm just saying, like, if there was a story that came out that said Carl Hamburger enjoys podcasting, people wouldn't be like, well, yeah. He records it. He puts it out like, yeah. That's what he does for a living. Why wouldn't he? This guy's just like, hey, I'm really into like these dudes that come in talking about sex and now it doesn't work. Like, yeah, I hope so. Good job.
Well, let's talk about how this investigation began because this is kind of fun. In August 2023, a male patient was deeply concerned by the behavior of Dr. Gerling during an examination. You know, first of all, the doctor was like, you know, sucking him off. That was weird.
Right.
And, you know, he's like, tastes all right. He noticed that the doctor.
Let's see if you're a premature ejaculator.
I have.
This is a normal test stack? Oh, yeah.
Are you getting hard yet? So, how many fingers am I putting up?
The whole fist stack? A Moon River.
Carl, this guy, he's doing the exam. And I don't know if he puts people up in fucking like stirrups or something so they can't see what he's doing down there. But this guy realizes the doctor has his cell phone out and he's like filming his dick.
Yeah.
And the guy freaks out, grabs the phone out of his hand and runs down the street and calls the police. He leaves the hospital, leaves the clinic, goes and calls the police, says, hey, this doctor was filming my dick and it was weird. So then the cops took his phone and started going through it. And that led to a whole lot of charges against the old doc because apparently there were covert recordings taking place in a residential bathroom involving children. He did all sorts of stuff, all sorts of examinations of patients recorded without them knowing. And he got 6 years in prison for this.
No shit.
Yeah, which is, I mean, seems fair.
He loved too much.
Sure did.
He was too passionate.
Some people like their job a little too much. Let's talk about this guy, Carl.
Yeah.
This is a Florida police officer, Pierce Cotton. He's 32 years old. He's with the Pensacola Police Department. And he is accused of engaging in a sexual relationship without disclosing that he tested positive for HIV.
Major crimes. Shit.
Now, he was dating with a woman who works at the same department as him.
Nice.
She discovered she was pregnant.
Wait, hold on a second.
Who would want to put their penis in a coworker?
I know.
Weird.
I know. So
he knocks up some chick at work.
Yep. The report states that the mother of the first child reached out to the pregnant woman after learning of the relationship. She warned her to be concerned for her health after allegedly finding medication among Cotton's belongings that is commonly prescribed for people living with HIV. Investigators say they obtained screenshots of text messages between the woman and Cotton. In those exchanges, when asked about his condition, Cotton allegedly replied, I'm sick. It's under control. And that's been proven. You can't contract it.
All right. So here's my take on this. You should pull out anyway. You know, this that's my rule, whether I have HIV or not. I mean, I'll never get tested, so I'll never know. But whether you have HIV or not, you should always just pull out. And I don't understand why there's a certain community in this country, darker skinned community, that hate pulling out, Vinny. It tends to cause a lot of problems for them. They're constantly not pulling out. And I wonder, is it the porn they watch? Can we get them some Japanese and German porn? Is that the problem? Because for me, pulling out is like one of the, maybe it's just me, pulling out is one of the more fun aspects of this.
Mm-hmm.
What is this guy doing? He's got HIV. He's knocking this bitch up. These are all bad things.
You know, Carl, you make a great point.
I did make a great point.
And there wasn't even HIV involved in that point. Especially if you have HIV, you need to be pulling out.
Especially with HIV. I'm pretty sure that's kind of mean to do that.
Or at least just let her know. And let her decide if it's undetectable.
If you want your HIV-infested semen?
Yeah, spunk inside of her.
Yeah.
If she wants your HIV demon baby. You got to, let her know these things.
Christ.
So he is being charged with some serious crimes for this, Carl.
Wait, what did you just say?
He's
major crimes.
This is there's a statute against this, and he was charged with, I'm trying to find the exact charge because it was pretty good. Well, maybe I fucking lost it. Either way, he's got a $10,000 bond, and it's a third-degree felony if convicted and could face up to 5 years in prison.
Yeah, the felony is about knowing you have HIV and not disclosing it before intercourse, which again is why I'll never get tested. I don't want to know. Even when they had those COVID tests being sent to your house, I'm like, I don't want to know if I have COVID or not. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to help my psyche at all.
That's true. You were very happy-go-lucky during that whole COVID thing.
I was.
Good for you.
I had a lot of confidence.
Check out this guy. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is Amber Snow.
Oh, I thought that was the bass player from Anthrax.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. This is an Iowa woman.
Okay.
And she is in serious trouble, Carl, because she tried to, how do I put this? Unpregnate someone.
Oh, staircase?
No.
Okay.
Lasagna.
Oh, lasagna.
The old Garfield maneuver.
She put too much tuna in it or something? Like, what are we talking about?
Oh, I'll fucking throw you out of my house. You put tuna in a
I know. I'm
lasagna.
just trying to think of things you're not supposed to eat when you're pregnant. Because
Well,
lasagna, I think, is not one of them. I think
How about a ridiculous amount of oxycodone?
Ooh.
Probably not supposed to have that.
I would do that.
This
I will taste your lasagna, please.
Amber Snow is now facing a series of charges, including delivery of a controlled substance, intentionally terminating a human pregnancy without the knowledge of the voluntary consent or a pregnant person, and multiple counts of administering a harmful substance.
Other than that, though, how was the lasagna? Was it pretty good?
Back in January, family got very, very sick, Carl, after eating a family-sized pan of lasagna that was delivered by Amber Snow to try to help, the family out because the mom was pregnant or whatever. During the investigation, it was determined the delivery of the tainted lasagna was intended specifically to cause a miscarriage to the pregnancy of the woman in the family that received the lasagna. The pregnant woman had no knowledge of this. They discovered this through text messages and emails linked to the accounts of Amber Snow and her accomplice, who's unnamed at this point.
So I'm guessing she didn't want to lose the baby. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what the
Correct.
problem is? Because I was going to say, free lasagna or pay for an abortion, take it from me.
Now,
they're expensive.
Here's where I think the motive lies for
Okay.
this. Snow shares a minor child with members of the pregnant woman's family.
Oh, so she knows it's a bad mom. She's a bad mom.
Or maybe she just doesn't like her.
Yeah.
Or maybe her kids don't get treated as well as this other one's kids.
Yep.
There could be a lot of reasons here. Either way, please don't drug pregnant women, people.
I mean, I think we don't have to say this, but I guess maybe we do. Please do not drug pregnant women.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to do drugs.
So the case remains under investigation, and additional charges and arrests are imminent. She's being held on a $100,000 cash bond. It's unclear whether she has obtained an attorney yet. So those are my Scum Parade stories for this week, Carl.
Excellent. We got to wrap up with a couple of super chats that came in. It is Super Chat Monday. We are celebrating here on Super Chat Monday. We do appreciate all of you very much.
Read that one, Carl.
All right. Metal Horror Madman says, Carl, I choked my sound worse than John choked with his career, but I thrash on. Metal Horror Madman, I was watching him, and he just so happened to have a technical difficulty when I turned it on and I was chatting. And he's a longtime WTP fan, so I appreciate him. And I know he is very well respected in the metal horror community.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
And,
what's the one above that? I don't think we read that one, did we?
We sure did.
Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, wow, look at me. Anything on SuperTip?
I don't think Justin Timberlake's driving was in sync. Haka haka.
There it is.
There it is. All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here in a second. But before we do, we want to remind all of you that are bonus content subscribers, Patreon, or YouTube members, there's a bonus episode coming on Friday. They're always good.
There was fun.
Help me sell them, Carl. I'm trying to sell them to the people.
I've been selling it all fucking day. Jesus
All right,
Christ.
fucking let's get out of here. We love you guys. Thanks for watching the show.
I got to go host Point Dabble Point on my channel. And Who Are These Podcasts? Starting at 4 o'clock, we'll be getting caught up on Stuttering John this week. And I have guests Earl David Reed, who's coming here to this club in a couple of months.
He sure is.
And Trucker Andy will be joining as well. Of course, Shuli will be there. So come chat Stuttering John with us at 4 p.m.
I would, but I wasn't invited. Bye, guys. See you next time.
It's more important to be nice.